Welcome to another video of Spoken English. In this video, we are providing many sentences that is in the category of routine talks. That means you can use these sentences in your day-to-day life. Here are simple sentences, negative sentences, and interrogatives, that is, questions. The first set is simple sentences. Let's see. As we know that in simple present, we use the first form of the verb. With singular subject, it is s or es in the verb. With plural subject, no s or es. That means the verb will come as it is. Let's see the examples. She watches movie on her phone in free hours. My husband comes back at 5 p.m. from office. Rishi cleans his room himself. Granny likes tea in the morning. I go to market with my father by car in the weekend. He buys chocolate for his child every day. My friend talks to me over phone in the evening. They play in the ground for an hour. As you have noticed that with singular subject, we have to use s or es in the verb. With plural subject, no s and es with the verb, that is, the verb will come as it is. But with the subjects I and you have to use the verb without s or es. Let's see negatives. I don't drink tea before sleep. He doesn't talk badly. They don't play in the ground every day, only on Saturdays. We don't go for outing every weekend. She doesn't talk much. Amit doesn't need a bike. He can join me. My dog doesn't like to walk in the evening. He doesn't work late. I don't live in Nehru Street now. Now, in negatives, the rule is do not and does not. Do not or do with plural subject, does with singular subject. Remember, in negatives, we don't use s or es with any of the verb. That means whether the subject is singular or plural, we don't use any s or es, but the verb will come as it is. So remember, with do and does, you have to use the verb as it is, like doesn't talk, doesn't need, doesn't like, doesn't work, don't live. There is no s or es. Let's ask questions. Where do you work? What does he do? How do they come here? When do we start? Why do they play football so late? Where do you go to the cinema? When do we leave? Now here in questions, as you can see, the question words are mentioned here. In questions, the sentence will begin with the question word. After that, the helping verb, that is do or does, and then the subject, and then the first form of the verb. When do we use the simple present tense? As we know that simple present tense has a lot of different uses, all of which will you study gradually during your course. Let's see when do we use the simple present tense. The many situations. To describe long-term situations. For example, we live in Boston. To describe permanent facts. Example, we use trees to make paper. To describe your routine and habits. You go swimming twice a week. To refer to the future for the times of transport, meetings, or events. For example, the match starts at 8:30 p.m. And the last situation is to describe your preferences and opinions. For example, they believe in their leader. So friends, here are some situations where we use simple present tense. Thank you. Keep watching our videos for making sentences in English language.